What is up, guys? Welcome back to another follow-up video, and today I'm bringing you episode 12 of our top 5 mod series. And before we start the video, I just want to know if any of you guys are good with graphic design or stuff like that to make me a good intro, because I'm looking to get a new one, and I just want one that says like my channel name or something like that, something cool. So if you guys are interested in helping me with that, go ahead and leave a comment. I will get back to you, or you can email me, or just any way to get in contact. I will respond if you say you can, or if it's, make sure it's cool, you know. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so our first model we have is the Bridge Wall Bunker by Grumpy Gaz, and this is located just outside of Egret Tours Marina, which is basically just on this little river in the lower portion of the map in Fallout 4, and it's kind of in the swamp area. So once you come to this location, you want to come up onto these rocks and head over towards the actual bridge, and you're going to see it underneath the bridge. It's going to be like a little door, but you are going to need a key to get into it, so just go over into this red little toolbox, and you will see the Bridge Wall key. Just go into it and open the door, and you should be able to get in. So basically, this is just a bunker that has been converted from a bridge maintenance tunnel into a modest home, and some of the home features are add and edit furnishing with the workshop, working sinks and water collection, named storage, linked benches, static clutter decoration, nav meshed for followers. I'm not really sure what that is. Cleaned with FO4 edit. So basically, this place is just going to be like a really nice little player home for if you ever need to sleep for the night or you're just trying to build some stuff. And this place is actually pretty big. It has a lot of rooms. It has a kitchen, a bathroom, a living room, like a type of armory, like a little contraption spot to work on your things, and a whole bunch of stuff in between. And it is chocked full of just pretty much everything. Nothing really feels plain, and because there's stuff all over the walls, there's like things all over the benches, there's terminals, there's a whole bunch of things. And the only thing I really don't like about this place is all the things inside of it you can't really pick up, most of them, and I guess this is kind of cool because you're not really going to want to make yourself look really plain, but everything here, like there's a lot of useful stuff in here, like materials, nukes, ammo, a whole bunch of stuff that I would really like to have, and Nuka-Cola Quantums and stuff like that I would really want to have, but I just can't pick it up, which kind of makes me mad. But there's a whole bunch of places for storage. Like I said, there's a safe, there's desks, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Not to mention a place where you can sleep and a power armor station. And right here is all the armory stuff that you can have, but you can't really pick it up, which I guess is cool, but I really wish I could have it. And there is a place for your power armor, like I said, so you can bring that down here. You can also craft more stuff in here because there is a workbench, so basically it's just a small little settlement, and you can actually have settlers down here with you. And finally, this does not require any DLC, and as far as I know, there are no other mods that interfere with it, so it's going to be pretty much compatible with any mod you have on. But if you do want to be safe, you can always load at the top of your load order. Our second mod that we have is the Workshop Decorations Pack by Aslam, and the description says this mod adds prefabricated decorations to the workshop, so you can now build things such as filled shelves and bookcases, decorated tables, decorated stores, and the items have been added to various tabs, shelves, tables, containers, and stuff like that. But like, there's just a whole bunch of things you can find inside of it. It's kind of like the OC Decorator mod, but more filled items, if you can think of it like that. It says this mod adds decorated shelves, decorated desks, decorated tables, decorated vendor counter and stalls, and for the desks you can also get clutter for it, which you can just set on top of a desk, such as they'll add like a terminal, a light, papers, pictures, and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of different things, and I really like the way this mod is. It just makes your room feel a lot more full, and just seems like a lot more is going on, and doesn't look so plain all the time. He also says there's an update coming very soon for this. There's going to be a lot more things into it. And I forgot to show the vendor stuff. You can just find it yourself if you don't really want to spoil everything. But as you can see, all the stuff on top of the tables matches and looks really, really good. So it's going to save you a lot of time from placing your own items there, and it just makes it look a lot nicer. And finally, this mod does not require any DLC, and as far as I know, it is compatible with pretty much every mod you use, including the OC Decorator, since it does affect it so much. If you combine those two mods together, you're going to make your settlements look a lot more full. And just go back and look at that table there. Like, look how many bottles are on that. That would take so long to do if you didn't do that. And the bookshelves look very, very good. So if you're trying to make a really formal settlement, it's going to be looking great. The third mod we have is the Free Crafters mod by Andrew CX. And basically this does exactly what it says, and it makes everything inside of the game free to craft. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't really like the mods where it just makes it like really OP and stuff like that, but Like, for mods, it helps me a lot because sometimes I don't always have the parts, such as really rare parts, such as nuclear material and stuff like that. So if you don't have those, it's going to make it a lot more easier, and you don't have to waste so much time finding loot. And also, a part of this mod, it also works with cooking stations, chem workbenches, armor workbenches, power armor workbenches, and weapon workbenches. The only thing it will not work with is if you are using a mod that requires you to build stuff. It's not going to do that just because it's mods on mods, which isn't really what it's meant for. But it is compatible with pretty much everything else. And this mod does not require any DLC, which is always great, and it is pretty much compatible with any mod that I've tried it with, so you don't have to worry about it not working if you have two other mods at the same time. Our fourth mod we have is a legendary modification mod by NZXVYY. And basically all this mod does is it just adds in a bunch of new legendary effects for your weapon, and these can be found in the weapons workbench by going to the weapon you want and going down to no legendary. And this can range from doing more damage to having explosive rounds to making people's limbs fly off. It actually can also make you gain health if you shoot someone, which is also a legendary effect. Does more critical hits. I think there's like incendiary rounds. There's ones that just does more damage to super mutants or Mirelurks or whichever ones like that. There's legendary effects where if you are at full health it does more damage, or the enemy is at full health it does more damage. Pretty much anything you can think of, there's probably an option on the legendary effect. And basically what you need to craft these is some crystal, some gold, some nuclear material, and some silver, and they are going to cost 15 each. And honestly, the legendary effects are a little expensive, but I guess you could kind of want them like that since it does make your weapon a legendary weapon, so you don't really want them to be too cheap because it would just be super OP. And sadly, the mod that makes it so nothing costs anything for your mods does not work for this one. But if you don't have the material and you don't really feel like going looking for it, you can always install a mod that'll give you unlimited materials. So I figured I would go and get some nuclear materials so I can show you guys a few of the mods. So I went over to the workbench and I crafted it for my assault rifle, and the mod I used was the unlimited ammo mod, which isn't really unlimited ammo, it just makes it so you have unlimited ammo capacity, which makes it so you never have to reload. So pretty much any ammo that you have in your inventory goes straight to your clip, so you never have to reload. Now all the mods I showed aren't even half of them. Like honestly, there's mods where if you just shoot someone he just turns to goop and stuff like that. So this is probably one of the most vast mods I've actually shown on this top 5 of all time, just because it's just so full of everything, and it's really fun to use and doesn't really make your stuff OP. It just adds a lot of depth into your game, so it's a lot more different and it's like a lot more fun. It's a good thing to change it up. And as far as I know, this mod does not require any other DLC, and it's pretty much compatible with any other mod. It may be messed up if you have a legendary on a legendary. I haven't tried that yet, but you can just try that without yourself and see if you find anything that's really good. The final mod that we have is a simple camping mod by Andrew CX, and in the description this mod says it is a very simplified version of the camping mods available on Xbox One and PC that is designed to work within the very significant restrictions placed on Sony and PS4. So what it does is you can go to a chemistry station and basically just craft a campfire, which operates as a cooking workbench, a sleeping bag, and a tent, and with those there's also a fragile version for all those, which basically just means that they can be destroyed. And to build these is going to be very, very cheap. All you're going to need is some fabric, some concrete and steel and stuff like that. And how you craft these basically just makes a grenade, and when you go into your inventory, you would go to the weapons, which took me forever to find it. I don't know why it's in weapons, but basically it just turns into a grenade, and when you throw the grenade onto the ground, it just spawns it. It's really weird. And to build these is going to be very, very cheap. All you're going to need is some fabric, some concrete and steel and stuff like that. And how you craft these basically just makes a grenade, and when you go into your inventory, you would go to the weapons, which took me forever to find it. I don't know why it's in weapons, but basically it just turns into a grenade, and when you throw the grenade onto the ground, it just spawns it. It's really weird. And this is really helpful for if you were just out in the wild and don't really have a place to sleep and you have no really beds nearby. You can just use the mod to throw down a sleeping bag or a tent, which you can either sleep in, both of them, or if you're trying to cook something, you can use the workbench from the campfire. And overall, it's just a really, really fun mod to have, and for some reason, you do need the Far Harbor mod, unfortunately. I don't really know why. I guess because the tent or something in it is required through the DLC, but the plus side is there is no other mods that you need to have it, and like it's not going to interfere with anything else. So overall, it's a really, really fun mod. It's not really affecting anything else in the game. It's just something to kind of like spice up your gameplay if you're kind of bored. You can use it to go camping and stuff like that. That is pretty much all I have for you today, guys, and before we leave, I just want to talk to you guys about the video schedule coming up, and I only have like 14 days left of school, so after that, there's going to be a lot of more videos. I'm sorry because I haven't been posting very much. It's awful. Like, sometimes I'll just go a week without uploading like I did last week, but I'm trying to fix that. There is only 14 days left, but it's going to be a very, very busy busy last 14 days because we have finals and EOCs and stuff like that. So if there aren't any videos, I'm sorry, because I'm just trying to pass high school, you know. YouTube isn't my #1 priority at the moment, but during the summer it's definitely going to be. So expect a lot more videos, expect a lot more content, newer content, different video games, stuff like that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have, but never forgot it though. Brothers on the corner selling crack like it was nada though. Walk inside my kitchen, baking soda all up on the floor. Police banging on the door while gripping the 44. I was just a youngin', but this type of shit I seen before. Y'all see a white boy, but my daddy a Negro. Half-breed motherfucker grip the mic and